Yeah, go for it. Amen, Rusty. everybody doing?
All right. I seen some of the comments a little bit ago. Amen, Rusty. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. Amen. I've been busting yellow locust. I like locust. You may be talking about honey locust. We got some black locust here as well. There is black locust. Yeah, honey locust, yes. I'm more experienced with black locust. It splits great. I haven't really done honey a whole lot. I think honey has the thorns on it, doesn't it? The one with the big thorns on it. I popped the tire on my trailer earlier today. Or actually, it was yesterday?
Yeah, that's yesterday.
Just getting in a hurry. I had my log splitter sitting close to it, and I went to pull off with a full trailer load of wood, and it rubbed up against the corner of the beam on the log splitter and pretty much popped the tire. So that cost me about 150 bucks just now for a brand new tire and them to mount it for me. And it's taken care of, but that hurts because that's like a truckload and a half of wood. And right now we got a trailer load and a truckload to take on. So the truckload's pretty much done. That's what we were doing just now. We were going through a lot of this knotted stuff. I've seen somebody on there say they go faster with an axe. Yeah, I don't doubt it. In good woods, but not in that stuff he was splitting just now. That was mainly all knots. That's why it's still laying around here, but it's good seasoned hardwood mixed. So
I don't know if y'all seen that, but
Wendigo. Wendigo.
my sister is called
Privet.
Lily.
Hello, how you doing? It's good to hear from you all. But yeah, he's really become handy here. You can talk. He's really become a good splitter and a big part of the business because he splits with the log splitter now, and then I split with the by hand, like somebody was saying earlier. In lots of woods I do, it is a lot quicker by hand, but not in that the knotted pieces there. That's why that stuff is still laying around, because it's so tough to split by hand. But we sold $400 worth yesterday, and today we got $400 to sell. And then tomorrow I've got more to sell in a junk removal job, and then the next day I got some more to sell, and Saturday I got another junk removal job, so we're staying busy. Thank the Lord for that. But hope y'all are doing well and everything.
Who's that on there? It's like the C.N.
Ahmed Muhammad. Good to hear from you. Hello. I hope y'all are doing well, each and every one of you. I think we're gonna get off here soon and go ahead and now I've got to go hook up to my trailer, and then we're gonna split a bunch of white oak from the stave mill and plan to take this on. Lord willing, it's a good ride away, about an hour away. So, but they're both in that same city, so I'm taking the truck and trailer load as I go. So, $400 trip.
162 people on here. Hello to everybody.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. 162.
Hello to everybody.
Yeah, hello. Here, come on. He's shy, I think, on camera still. The lives I feel a little more exposed on. Woolly, it's honey locust. Yeah, I haven't split a whole lot of that. I have a whole lot of black locust though. I think it's my first and second year. I got a lot of dead standing locust and cherry from a cattle farmer, and both of those are fantastic. Well, locust is way better than cherry for firewood, but both split great. Cherry really does. Daryl Smith, hey, how's it going, Daryl? Say hi to him, Carter.
Hey, Daryl Smith.
I see a Canadian flag there. Michael, Flood, good to hear from you. Canada, I hope to go there one day. I'd love to see Canada. That's a beautiful country.
Is honey locust pretty tough to split?
Yeah, I don't know that I've dealt with honey locust a whole lot. He said, hey, Carter.
Hey, Daryl.
Good to hear from you all. It's a little windy here today. It's been windy all day today. One of my tarps I had covering something earlier, it blew off and went somewhere, and the leaves are really changing. They're falling right now around us, and man, it's beautiful though. The maples here are really pretty when they start changing. They turn yellow, and good to hear from you all. But we're about to head on now, I think, so we'll probably end this soon. It's really good hearing from you. We got the truckload pretty much done. Now we got to fill the trailer up, so that's what's going to take so long.
Up quite a bit. 209 people now.
Yeah, it fluctuates on these lives sometimes. Sometimes they'll jump up, sometimes they'll jump way down. So it's really neat. I enjoy the lives Carter does. I'd like to do them in other places besides here at home if my phone will connect. Because I'm about to start going to the woods and to get the wood now. I'm about to start doing a little bit of felling with trees, dropping some trees and bucking them in the woods like I used to before the stave mill, because the stave mill's pretty much done at this point, where I get the wood from. A lot of y'all probably don't even know what I'm talking about when I say the stave mill. So it's a mill where I got my source of wood from for the last year now or so. Cold weather coming soon next Tuesday here in Florida. We're going to. Well, yeah, we're supposed to get a cold front too. We got a chance of snow on Sunday, somebody told me, here in Kentucky. We got a chance of snow and we're supposed to get a cold front in. So yeah, if you do firewood, if you don't have your wood in already, now's the time to go on and get it in my opinion anyways. I think it actually sooner the better, really. I start usually selling in August, and then I usually sell it until about March, till winter's over, really. It's gonna be in the 20s for lows in western North Carolina. Wow. Yeah, that's cold. Yeah, yeah, you're gonna need to stay warm in that then. And have some backup heat too. I remember one year we got hit with the ice storm here in Kentucky, and a lot of people were out of their electric was off, and a lot of them were trying to get propane, and the places around here were running out of propane. So it's really good to have a backup source heat. I got a big propane heater and I got a wood stove, but I've got a big propane heater as well. So, and I've got quite a few tanks. I like to get a big tank. How long should you let it dry before burning? It all depends on the type of wood that you got, but I'll tell you one of the best investments if you're gonna burn firewood is you can get them at your, like Lowe's Home Improvement. You can get a moisture meter and you can put those on the wood, and it'll tell you if your wood's seasoned or not. I believe it's anything under 20% is considered seasoned, if I'm not mistaken. Then maybe that's different in different places, but like oak takes a long time. Oak can take a year or 2 years to season, you know. And once you split it, it seasons quicker. Once you know, even if the tree's cut down and it's laying there as a log, it's not gonna season nearly as quick as if you split it and then let it dry. Ash can split, I think, from like 3 to 6 months, and it can be ready to burn. So it just depends on the wood that you got and everything. But a moisture meter will tell you if that wood is seasoned or not. So that's a very good investment. If you're burning wood or selling wood, you can get them for like 20 bucks at Lowe's. It's got 2 little prongs. I got one. Curtis gave it to me, actually. You stick that on the wood and it'll tell you the moisture content. Actually, grab it real quick. I'll do a piece right here real quick and just see, because all this stuff should be seasoned. Let me get a piece and we'll check it. I got this.
Just be careful, the prongs on it's pretty pointy. Steve Weslowski poked himself and it poked the blood out of him.
Here's a piece of cherry. This is the best smelling wood I've ever smelled, to me. So let's try it. Try it right here in the middle. Yep, okay, so the highest I got was like 16 on that. So that's seasoned wood, and that's in the middle. See here? Well, you all probably can't see that. Well, right there, 17.6. And that's a wetter spot. See right there, 16.6. I don't know if you can see that. So one of these from Lowe's, if you're gonna burn wood or sell wood, very handy thing to have. Guys tell you they're bringing you seasoned wood. All you gotta do is go stick this to it to find out. Because otherwise you might buy wood that you can't burn.
Make sure it's not a scam.
Thanks, good to know. I've been told pine is bad to use. Pine creates a lot of creosote in your chimney, and so it's a lot more likely to catch on fire. Oak at least 2 years after you split it up here. Yeah, I think so here as well. That's about right. Red oak, I think, is the one that's 2 years. I think white oak seasons a little quicker than red. Red oak is. There, see, it about took the tripod over. The wind, it's windy here today. I could feel it move my truck earlier when I was out. I took the whole tripod over. Pine is fine. Yeah, you can burn it. You just got to be careful. You just got to be careful and make sure you clean your pipe out. You know, regular maintenance on it. I think you'll be okay. I've never burned it. I love burning it on a fire. You know, I burn it on a campfire mainly. I love the smell of it, and I sell to campground and stuff like that, and they use pine. To me, it's one of the best smelling woods there is. That and cherry, but it is more dangerous as far as you know, stopping your chimney up, no doubt about it, if you burn it a whole lot. I'm not sure about the BT. I know there's lots of different kinds of pines. I think around here we have yellow pine and things of that nature. But I think it burns up quicker, you know. Mainly what I sell is oak, mainly oak. Very good wood. It's hard to beat oak around here. It's around 25 BTUs. And I also sell, somebody mentioned locust on there earlier. That's even hotter than oak. It's around 26 BTUs. And then hickory is around 26. And then hedge apple is about the hottest we got, or Osage orange. That's around 33 BTUs. Maple's good wood. Cherry's around 20 BTUs. Cherry is kind of like beech. And maple's pretty good. I think it's in low 20s BTUs. And they all do different. Like the guy yesterday I sold a load to, he told me that they burned a lot of Osage orange off their farm, and he said it pops like fireworks. He said you got to be careful with it, and it burns really hot too. I've heard other people say that. I heard one tell me a story of their wood stove glowing orange when they had some in there. They woke up in the middle of the night and it was glowing orange with that Osage orange, or hedge apple, some people call it. But
Dad, look how dry this is.
anyways, you all take care. It's good hearing from all y'all. We got the truckload done. We're gonna go on over here, attach to the trailer, pull it over there, and then start on that trailer load as well. But it's good hearing from Daryl, everybody on there. Hope y'all are having a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Y'all be safe out there and God bless. You wanna say bye, Carter?
See ya.
Camera shy.